What's going on, fam? Welcome back. This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I know you're having a wonderful day. We're back with another Divine Alignment Light Code message. I know you've been taking care of yourself, learning as much as you can about your purpose, your mission, your life path, putting in that work, right? So as you can see, it's all about 933 vibration, why you keep seeing it. So if this number been popping up in your reality lately, I got you covered. Reflection. Be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you. Appreciate the content. It's okay to drop a thank you, okay? So if this number 933, which reduces down to 15, which reduces down to 6, been popping up, we're going to talk about it, okay? So the reason why these numbers are popping up, obviously you receive your call to the adventure from the universe, okay? You really been working on yourself, okay? Especially with this 933 vibration, okay? With that Christ consciousness, okay? So you really been putting in some work. So you receive your call to adventure like all of us, that are, getting these different synchronistic events happening, all over the place. So the universe is going to line you up with the right people placing the event to support your growth. So the universe is going to use any means necessary to get your attention. So make sure you are paying attention to all the different signs and signals that you encounter, okay? So again, the universe is going to line you with people like myself, sharing the true ups and downs, things that work, things that don't work, and the tools that help me elevate on my hero journey. So whether you know it or not, you're doing these 7 Hermetic principles each and every day, okay? So why not get better acquainted with these universal laws, okay? These are ironclad, okay? There's no breaking of these laws. So when all else failed, see, man-made law, you can manipulate that, but universal law is ironclad, okay? So why not get better acquainted with these things so you can have a better understanding and overstanding and learn how to apply them in your life so you can get the balance that you deserve, okay? Love yourself enough to investigate, research, do your own research and test things out for yourself, okay? So what's going to happen is as you test these things out, you're going to find your own sweet spot, okay? You're going to find what works best for you. All these principles are in action all day, every day, right? But it's all about you, tying things together and figure out how do they work for you? How can you apply them in your life, okay? So what's going to happen is by you applying these principles, you're going to skip a whole bunch of levels, I promise you, because it's going to raise your level of consciousness. It's going to make you wise, and people not going to be able to fool you anymore, okay? You'll be able to point their butt to a reference, say, hey, man, I see what you're saying. I've been there too, but, once I came into this, this information or this amount of knowledge, it kind of changed my perspective, and I see things a different way. And then that way they can be like, okay, let me research that, and maybe they may see things a different way. So there's no cookie cutter recipe to life, okay? But it's all about, seeing the whole picture instead of just one slice, okay? So as you grow through your own personal transformation and atonement process, each and every day is nothing but lessons and tests for all of us to pass, okay? So please pay attention. You're going to learn more about building a relationship with your intuition, your own inner voice, your own energy, okay? You're going to learn more about the different energy frequencies and vibration that's available in abundance all over the planet. Also, you're going to learn more about as above, so below with the astrology, and below dealing with the anatomy within you. So start here first. Branch off to astrology, learn more about sacred geometry. Remember, everything is nothing but lessons and tests each and every day. So don't overdo it. Learn, pick something that you want to learn new for that day. You know what I'm saying? And that way it'll just keep you going, and it'll keep your brain percolating too, so you can build those new brain cells called neuroplasticity, okay? So, but each and every day you're going to grow through your own personal transformation and atonement process and become the best version you came here to be. So you're gonna especially build a better relationship with Mama Nature too, okay? I almost forgot. I ain't forget about you. So when it comes to the 933 vibration, we're gonna talk about it. Underneath all the layers, you are here to have the best wonderful experiences possible. We all been lied to, okay? So part of my purpose is to share, my ups and downs, and to give you some additional tools to put in your toolbox and point you to some references too. That way you can do your own research, okay? So I'm able to take my life experiences and pair them along with some references, okay? With people that, have similar experiences, okay? But you got to do your own research. That's the most important part. So with that being said, you are a divine light being having this experience, and I highly recommend that as you navigate each and every day, use your personal day calculation. And basically this is a slick way to set your intentions, and also to give you some guidance, some structure with your day, and also walk you through the manifestation process. All right, because most people don't know. When you know better, you're gonna do better, right? So for the sake of this presentation, This personal day calculation came up to a master builder number 22, which reduced down to that number 4, right? So with the 2 is heavy, right? It's a double union, partnership, relationship, dealing with your intuition, emotions, right? And also, you know, having that balance, diplomacy, and the power behind the throne. And also with that master builder number 22, deals with peacemaker, diplomacy, healthy, energetic boundaries. You got to cut some people off, and also that'll make space for the new people to enter your life, right? And also, you know, divinely guided relationship. Then when we reduce that down to that number 4, remember that number 4 for me, when I see the number 4, it's a constant reminder for me. Make sure my goals and my plans are in place. I have some structure, right, some organization, and that's going to lead to my success, or for at least for me to have some kind of stats, some trend, so I can measure, you know, what works and what doesn't work, and so I can have a better strategy with the number 5 vibration. So for this person, with, you know, the theme for the day for this person, for number 4, like, hey, do I have any goals? You know, when the last time did I write any goals down? If I don't have a plan for my life, I plan to fail. So this will be a perfect day to come up with any new ideas, or ideas that you've been sitting on, research around them things, test things out, and then, you know, figure out what works, what doesn't work, and that way you can strategize for the next day. And what'll happen is, as you keep going, you're going to walk yourself through the manifestation process, and just give yourself, you know, 30, 60, 90 days, and you'll start to see how things start to slowly work itself out. All right. But most people are impatient. Okay. So with that being said, it's all about 933 vibration. So when it comes to the 9, it's all about ending conclusion, like we talking about before, you know what I'm saying? And just leading life by example. So that humanitarian, you know, you been there, done that, got the t-shirt with that number 9, right? And it's all about sharing, you know, sharing your true ups and downs with people, because it's all about universal love. And also with the double number 3, it's all about new growth, new experience, self-expression, creativity, tapping into that feminine aspect within you. And also that number 33, letting you know you got to communicate, you got to get out there. All right. And also it's all about reproduction, creativity, humor, Christ consciousness, because you've been really working on yourself. You've been reading those books, you've been testing things out, you've been asking a lot of questions instead of just blindly believing, right? And then also by you asking questions and researching and getting those results, it led to joy and harmony in your life. And then, you know, we like with these double digits, let's go ahead and reduce that down too, which is that number 6. Number 6 deal with what? Love, harmony, relationships, right? And also it's a higher, you know, amplitude of balance with that number 2. 2 times 3 is 6, right? And so with that being said, is letting you know you got to take, you know, a full accountability and responsibility for all your actions. It's all about love, caring, protection, nurturing, and community oriented. So let me give you my own personal takeaway with this 933. I'm gonna get you out of here. So all the material items you can get, they're gonna come and go, friends, you know, cars, money, you name it. But what does that mean when you don't know who you are, why you're here on the planet at this time, your purpose, your mission, your life path? And that's why knowledge of self is more important and longer lasting, because once you get the knowledge how to do a thing for yourself, you can repeat that over and over again. Okay. And that way, you don't need nobody else. You can cut out the middleman. So it's all about learning to do things for thyself. Okay. If you don't learn anything else, please learn those 7 hermetic principles. Apply these things each and every day in your life. Give it 30, 60, 90 days. You're going to see some results. Okay. Then you're going to refine and repeat the process. Find your sweet spot. All right. There's a good side, not so good side to everything, but there's always that neutral ground also within your divine body temple too, right? So learn to balance out your polarities, and you're gonna, especially when you incorporate those 7 hermetic principles, it's gonna help align your thought forms, okay? And that way you can operate your one force that you came here to be. All right. So with 933, the number 9 denotes ending conclusion, universal spiritual law, higher perspective, influence, being that positive example for others, right? A humanitarian, that way shower, light working. And also with that number 3, it's all about self-expression, communication, manifesting, optimism, natural skills and talents, right? And being very social, you know, and tapping into your divine creativity that we talked about before, okay? And also you are growing because you've been testing things out. You're not afraid to take risks, okay? And also it's going to lead to that principal increase. And also that number 3 is resonate. When that show up with this 33, that means, you know, you got some high energetic frequencies around you, the ascending masters within you, all right? And they helped you to to stay focused on your purpose, your mission, your life path, so you can get in that work. So they'll, you know, every now and then you'll feel that inner voice will kick in, like, hey, you know, you need to be reading that book right about now, or you know, you need to research right about now. All right, you know, you need to just take a break right about now. Okay, but listen to your own inner voice. It'll guide you to the next step. Okay. All right, so with that being said, these are my takeaways. I'm gonna get you out of here. So remember, with that 933, reduce it down to that number 15. I almost forgot. With number 15, it's all about, you know, new beginnings, fresh start. Remember, you create your own realities with your thoughts, belief. With that number 1, it's going to remind you, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. It wants you, you know, it's encouraging you to be your own divine leader, your own guru, which leads to that number 5, which leads to what? Freedom. And strategy, being constructive, right? And also change. That's a number of choices and change, learning lessons from experiences. Okay, and also having 5 is that fun number. And then we reduce that down to that number 6 again. We talked about love, balance, nurturing. All right, and taking full responsibility for everything. All right. So these are my few takeaways. I'm gonna get you out of here. So when this number pops up, it's just a constant reminder, you know, you're doing good. Just keep working on yourself, but let go of any situation in your life that no longer serving a positive purpose in your life. And you know exactly what I'm talking about if you're viewing this presentation right now. So it's time to allow the old to leave your life. And do not claim the situation out of fear. You know, these people, placing events, especially with relationships. Okay, there are people out there that will really love, you know, to appreciate all the things that you bring to the table versus just the, you know, the material aspect. They love you for the inner part of you, not just the outer. Okay, so it is of utmost importance. It's very important that you hold a positive viewpoint, okay, when this number shows up, and have a positive expectation about yourself and your future. Also, your thoughts create your experience. So ask your angels, your spiritual team, to help you maintain a positive attitude and outlook as you go through this transition period. Because with this 33 vibration, that means you stepping up to a higher echelon of consciousness, and also you are, you know, being that way shower for people. Okay, so your angels and your ascended masters encourage and support you in everything that you do. So just keep putting in that work, and don't be afraid to take the first step. Okay, so also, as we get ready to close things out, you are being fully supported and surrounded by and loved by your angels, your spiritual team, your higher self in the spiritual realm. And know that your sole purpose is one of serving and teaching others, especially with that 33 vibration, by using your natural gifts and talents and your creativity. So be open to receive your well-earned rewards in whatever shape or form that it may come in. All right, but when you put something in the pot, the universe is going to give you some equal or greater value in return. Okay, and lastly, as we get ready to close this out, do things when this number show up. Please do things that make you feel creative, joyful, and loving. As by doing so, what's gonna happen is you're going to open yourself up to receiving more positive experiences and opportunities. So if you really are truly passionate about something, and I know you are because you made it this far and wish to pursue it, it's time to align your life with your desires and your intentions. Okay, and you can use these numbers over here as a guide to walk you through your process. Okay, so align yourself with your desires and your intentions, and create opportunities for yourself to indulge in your passion. So when all else fails, okay, research around the area that you're looking into. What are the tools that you need, and most importantly, find a mentor that's you know, doing something similar to what you thinking about doing. Okay, and it may not be exactly, but you got to find some kind of model that has results, okay, that can get you going to the next step. All right, so everything out here these days are free. You just got to put in a little work and a little research, and the universe gonna line you with the right. You're gonna line yourself up to the right vibration, and the universe gonna line you up with the right people to get you going to the next step and to get those tools and resources that you need. Okay, so these are my personal takeaway when it comes to the 933 vibration. We reduced down to 15, which reduced down to that number 6, and it's all about what? Balance, responsibility, love, caring, protection, nurturing, and being community oriented. And also with this number 6 vibration, it's a time for you to donate time, energy, maybe a little resources, in, you know, in your spiritual endeavors. Okay, so just go continue to put in that work. But this has been my personal takeaway. Be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I really appreciate you. And as always, our purpose and mission require learn a whole bunch of life lessons to gain that experience and our soul grow. You know, so as you grow, you're going to help people to help themselves. Okay, but we'll be back with our next presentation soon. Until next time, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.